May 29th, 2016. Undead from Cleveland, you're listening to Video Game News Radio with your host, Kevin Baird.
Ryan Baird.
Don Anderson.
And Kyan Noble.
There we go. So we got Noble on the episode this week. Welcome. Larry, I forgot what Larry said he was actually doing today. I know he's going camping on game night, and I don't know if Larry can actually.
I thought he was doing something this weekend, like he said he wasn't going to be on for some reason.
It's going to be
but
all
for some
hot.
reason I thought that was going to be Don, and he's here. So.
I had a cookout at my house once.
I stopped thinking.
I had a cookout at my house many years ago, and Larry was there,
I remember that.
and he was dying. He had to go into the basement to enjoy the coolness because he couldn't handle the heat. And he's supposed to go camping next month, and I just don't know if the guy's going to make it.
What do you mean, like in life, or?
Yeah, if he'll survive. Like, maybe he'll sit in his car the entire time with the air conditioning on. Just like, oh my God.
Dude, I to be honest, if it gets like above like 75, I slowly become,
Oh, I know.
inactive.
I'm no fan of it either, but I think he was close to having a heat stroke or something that day. You don't know because you were in the pool relaxing, sitting
Larry's
in an inner
perpetually
tube.
sick, though.
That's how it is. What's that? Larry's sick?
Larry's perpetually sick
True.
all the time, like no matter what. That time at Wasteland where he was like laughing and crying at the same time, but he was like, "I'm all torn up," and then 2 minutes later he's like, "Ha!" And then,
Sounds bipolar.
That's what
That's what he told us last time he was on the show. He's bipolar, so
the doctor
Yeah.
told him.
not entirely certain how true that shit is, but it's hilarious. I'm willing to give him a benefit of the doubt.
All right, well, let's move ahead on our top 20 titles of the week. It's a movers and shakers list from Amazon, and if you've never played before, basically it works like this. If we list off something that's not a game, such as a hardware item, you have to drink. This week I am drinking Diet Wild Mountain,
nice.
which is almost
Wow.
done. And then I'm going to switch to Diet Root Beer. So, yum. Number 20, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth for the PlayStation 4. That's a game. Number 19, the Steam Link from Valve for Windows, Linux, and SteamOS. That's not a game, so everybody drink. Noble, are you drinking anything with us?
I actually forgot to get a drink, but I just asked my niece to bring me something. She'll surprise me.
As long as it's not bleach from underneath the sink, right?
Oh, God, no.
It might
Not again.
not be good.
I did forget to get her that pony, though, so it might be.
Number 18, NHL 16 for the PlayStation 4. Number 17, Final Fantasy 3 for the Nintendo DS. It's $10.39 if you're that one person who hasn't played it by now. They have it on sale for you, so you should buy it. Number 16, Wii Sports Resort. Yeah.
That sounds great. Is that a toy? Tell me it's a toy.
No, it's a game.
There's a little dudes you get to play with and stuff. Because
I think that comes with the Motion Plus adapter, but I can't say it for
so you could try to balance a tray of drinks to serve to a bunch of fucking ungrateful goddamn rich people that came to your resort. Bring me that drink, make it snappy.
Number 15, GameCube Memory Card 251. That's a drink. Brian, what are you drinking? You drinking anything?
Water.
Just water.
Flavored water.
Oh, what flavor? Black cherry?
I don't really have no fucking probably like strawberry. It's strawberry lime or some shit.
They always like the
It just
sweet.
tastes like sweet water. It's all it really tastes
The
like.
sweetened ones are okay, but like you sometimes buy the unsweetened ones that have like a flavor. It's like it looks all delicious, like sparkling water with
Lemon.
yeah.
You know it's a mistake. You're like, this is not healthy.
And you drink it, and you're just like, this needs gin or something.
Yeah.
It's not good by itself.
You drink it, they just pour it out of a sink because it tastes like rust. What did I just consume?
No,
What? Yeah.
Number 4, that's funny. What's wrong with the water?
The water's the wrong color. You're like, wait a minute.
Is it supposed to be fuchsia? I don't.
Number 14, Rocket League for the PC. Oh no, for PlayStation 4, excuse me. No, I think I got that game for free somehow. Maybe it was part of the PlayStation Plus PSN thing, because I own it. I don't think I bought it, but I do own it. But now you have to pay for it. So it must have been a PlayStation Plus thing or something at one time.
It was on Games with Gold, I think, in April.
Okay, so that's what it was. Right.
Yeah, I got it too.
Yeah, because I see people buying it, and I'm thinking, why are people buying it? Number 13, Link Amiibo. Everybody drink.
I'll be back in a flash. I'm going to grab a beer.
All right. Donnie,
What?
Coke or water today?
Coca-Cola.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah. I walked
Have you
into the
tried-
kitchen and finally opened up the refrigerator and grabbed it and made sure I put it up in the air like I'm taking this with me.
Have you tried that? I know asking you is a lost cause, but have you tried that Coke 1890 or whatever it's called?
No.
It's pretty
Really
good.
gross.
No, it's pretty good.
Just a little dry.
If you like sugary Coke, it tastes
Like
good.
drinks that have been around forever.
But it's it's kind of expensive just for what it is. Because it didn't cost them anything more than a regular Coke lemonade. But they charge you more for it. But it's got like, I don't know, it's got a more mature taste to it.
Yeah,
Sure.
right?
The more mature
alright.
pop.
More minty.
No, it's alright. I mean, I drank it, and I was like, that's not bad. If I drank sugary pops, I might get that. But, right now, it's in like one of those smaller cans and everything to make it seem like it's more exclusive and shit. And you just like wait long enough, and it'll be in a 12-pack for $2.50 before too
That's just so
long.
they could charge you more.
Right? Yeah. It's like they sound like it's got exotic ingredients on it, like Madagascar coconuts or some shit on. You're like, get out of here. None of that crap.
I love Madagascar coconut.
Number 11, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for the Wii U. I don't know if I did 12. That's Need for Speed Rivals for the PlayStation 4. Number 10, the Orts 10 feet PlayStation 4 charging cable. Drake.
It's got a smell. 10 different feet.
10 feet of charging cable. That's a pretty long cable to charge your controller. But I understand, because the PlayStation 4 controller battery will totally die. Like the controller, if you have a PlayStation 3, you might leave your controller not using it for a week, and when you turn it on, it still has a pretty good charge. But on the
Good to go.
PlayStation 4, it might be dead. It might be dead a week later if you haven't used it. I don't know what it's doing when it's off, but the battery just goes quick.
Walking around the
You
house.
leave and you go to work, and it just crawls over to the nearest light socket.
It's just, yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I just don't know what it's doing.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe mine needs an update or something. I know, like the Xbox updates their controllers. You connect the cable to it if you want to. I've never really done it. I don't know. I'm sure maybe the PlayStation does that too, but I've never done it. Number 9, NHL 16 for the Xbox One. Number 8, Ratchet and Clank Collection for the PlayStation 3. Donnie, I enjoyed listening to your show like the other week. It's probably a month ago or whatever, but you were like going through the movies and stuff, and you're like, "There's a Ratchet and Clank movie." They made a
Yeah.
They made a movie. How do
That was a good one.
like you had no idea that movie existed, which
Yeah.
I don't
I
blame
was
you. 'Cause
confused.
I don't remember seeing any advertisements for it either. So.
I saw one when I went and saw Batman vs Superman.
Oh, really? Yeah. In the theater, though, you saw it. You didn't see it on TV or anything.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, that one caught me by surprise.
Sony makes movies, but you don't always know. Number 7, Overwatch for Windows. Karate Dog and those, like, we play with Karate Dog's friends in California with this Vaughn guy, sometimes his wife, and this other dude who I can never remember his name. And, because he shows up, like, we stop playing at, like, midnight, and he always shows up at, like, 11:30. And so it's like, I don't even get time to really get any kind of camaraderie with that guy. But, like Karate Dog and I both own PlayStation 4s, and so we're like, well, we could play Overwatch, but the other two guys are like, they're gonna buy PlayStation 4s sometime. They say after E3, so they can find out what the new PlayStation 4.5 is supposed to be. But you know that once the PlayStation 4.5 gets announced, it's not like it's going to be on sale that day. They're going to be like, it goes on sale in November, you know? So we're probably never
you
going to
gotta
play
get the holiday thing
Overwatch.
going.
You better get it now before November rolls around.
Yeah, never going to get to Overwatch, I think. That's just going to skip us. Number 6, Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First something. I'm not clicking on it. Maybe it's just Scholar of the First. Either way, it's...
Scholar of the First Sin.
Is that it? Okay. It just doesn't... It doesn't say. For Xbox One. It's only $15, so...
You know.
That's it. $15 for Xbox One. If you want to play a game where you just get your ass handed to you constantly...
Yeah. You like running your head into a brick wall repeatedly? Right. Go ahead. Knock yourself out.
That's what those Dark Souls games are all about. Just pain. Number 5, Knights of Azure for the PlayStation 4. That's all I study at work all the time is Microsoft Azure. So that's kind of funny that there's a game now that's called Knights of Azure. Because that's all I need in my life is more fucking Azure. Number 4, Final Fantasy Explorers for the Nintendo 3DS. I did finally pre-order a 3DS XL coming in July, the Monster Hunter 3 edition.
Like a 2XL, but 8 tracks. Takes like a mini disc.
Jeff on Rage Select said it was really great compared to the original 3DS. He says it's like the 3D is way better and stuff. Cause I don't know, I always just shut the 3D off whenever I'm playing something. But
We had a headache when I tried to use the 3D, man.
yeah, it's got a bigger screen and it's got that extra nubby controller on the right-hand side. So, and apparently for certain games, it can have better performance too, I guess. But anyway, I ordered it for the collection. So, number 3, Rocket League Collector's Edition for the Xbox One. Number 2, $20 BattleNet Store gift card. Drink. That's a drink.
Yeah.
And number 1 this week, up 469%, is Republic for the PlayStation 4, $12.84. So, that's it. Brian, tell us about your week.
Well, I downloaded Total War, Warhammer, and unfortunately it won't play on my TV screen, which is I'm hooked up to. I know there's some fucking way to get it so that the damn thing actually will like forces it to actually play, but every time I've tried reading the instructions and then going back and doing what they told me, nothing happens, nothing changes. So I have to break down. I have to actually just buy like a decent sized monitor because my eyes are bad. I'm not going to be like, I don't be playing video games like, being that guy, that's over. The gaming's over then. So disappointed because I really wanted to.
Are you going to buy a new monitor, though?
What?
Are you really going to buy a new monitor? So you can
Well, yeah. Just right this second, but yeah, I'm gonna have to get something decent size so I can actually play. There's actually a bunch of Steam games I downloaded and I just can't play because it won't literally not play on my TV screen. I'm like, this is dumb.
This is awesome. I want to go over your place and see like this big, like 50-inch TV in your face, like a foot away from it.
Yeah, it's actually about 3 feet, but yeah,
It's just towering over you. Like,
I go to bed at night, all I hear is my ears ringing because, of all the fucking shit I'm getting from the fucking screen. This is burning through my skull. Let me see what else has gone on the life and times of Brian Baird that he actually remembers. Nothing really, not much of anything. Just can't say I watch any new shows except I watched Preacher, which I did read the comics. I liked it. It's not exactly the comic. It's not exactly, but it doesn't matter because it's just campy enough to be funny, and it follows enough of the characters' personalities that you kind of get it. You're like, all right, I know when they originally wrote this, it was like in the 80s, and the main character had like 80s hair, and then you guys got a goatee and his hair's kind of cut, and they're all Southern, so
Howdy.
yeah, I mean, you're totally like, yeah, they're from Texas, and then you forget that when you're reading the comic because you don't, I'm from Cleveland. I don't think of the guys except for Cassidy, who's Irish and a vampire. At first, when I saw the preview, like, oh God, tell me they did not make that guy a vampire. For God's sake, please, please, please. That's the most important one of the most important characters, and he nails it. I mean, he doesn't look like the character, but he's totally the character. And then the chick that plays Tulip is absolutely Tulip. So I was like, all right, cool. I bought the season. So
Okay.
fuck it, I'm in. So, I still have the whole season of Damien. I watched the first couple, but I always play them when I'm on the road. Like off to the side, so I'm kind of like actually not watching, more like listening to them. And they're just like, I don't understand what's going on. Who am I supposed to be? Then a bunch of screaming and some, fucking singing and shit. Demons and stuff. And I'm like, it's probably good, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just really just shitty. People just like see like a cockroach looking at them when they freeze, and there's 5 minutes of them staring at nothing, and it's just, for fuck's sake. I have no idea. I actually watched the first episode. I thought it was pretty good, and then I just listened to the halfway through the first season. I'm like, yeah, this is definitely not Constantine. Gotta bring that back. That show was great.
No.
Fuck. Just been playing my app games. They've got one for Warhammer 40,000, the Horus Heresy, on the old Talisman board game, which they actually made into an app game. Well, now they have one for that too, which I actually got on Steam originally, and then I got rid of it because I'm like, oh, it's gonna be an app game. Well, why the fuck would I play this on my computer? It's dumb. Take some space. I could put on my app, and it's a slow, basically board game that's now an app. So just dice rolling and shit. And of course, I think that the dice are rigged because every time I roll, it sucks. But the cheating, fucking bullshit. That shit. Oh, that's about it, man. I haven't done nothing else. So.
Okay, Don, how was your week?
It's all right. No, it was, my daughter got braces on Wednesday.
That cannot be fun at all.
Oh man, I feel sorry for her.
I'm not sure who has it worse. Cause like she's like, oh, my teeth hurt, but she's not like, oh, I can't eat, I'm crying. It's not like that bad. It's just like, oh, they hurt a little bit. Whereas I'm like, yeah, I really hope this check clears.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Take him out. Bring her back.
Right. Yeah. Like, hey, if you want to take him back, go ahead.
Christ almighty, that's gonna be the worst.
Jeez.
So, I mean, I got that going for me, and then
Which is nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, which just means I'm working more. I picked up a shift on Saturday. I'm starting to. I just have to start working more. I told her, I said, you're just gonna have to spend more time at home, and I'm gonna need to work because I'm sick of buying games for $5 after they've been out for 4 years. I need fun stuff to do, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, Curtis's cat died.
I saw his Facebook post about that.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah.
The cat found a sewing needle and like ate it. And
Oh.
the needle got all stuck up in there, and he got the cat to the vet, and the vet was like, I could probably maybe get this thing out of there. It's gonna cost you $2,000. And Curtis looked at him. I don't have $2,000. He's like, he was busted. It was a bad scene. I picked him
So
up.
the cat's dead is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, they had to put the cat down because it was like, well, it's cheaper if we put
They
the
just
cat
reach over
down.
and break its neck, just
Oh god.
Clint wasn't involved.
Not this time.
Although I should have just called Clint. When Curtis called me, I should have just called Clint and said, hey, dude,
you find your cat under the pool.
you need your help and take a kiddie pool, But no pun intended with the kiddie pool. Get it, kitty?
You're an evil man.
I am. I'm an evil man. And it kind of sucks because tomorrow is Curtis's 50th birthday. Curtis Soda Pop.
Wow.
50 years
50.
old. So happy birthday, Curtis. You
Yeah.
cat died.
Happy birthday, your cat died.
No, I'm blowing my nose. Because that always happens when I eat.
You should buy him a kitten for his birthday.
No.
Dude, I
No,
don't think-
he's already
I
got.
don't-
He's got 3 other ones.
I don't think
He's got
any
more.
cat
But that
is
one was
worth-
special. Come on.
No cat's
Oh, it
worth-
was. That one was.
No cat's
All
worth
up.
$2,000. No.
No.
You'd be surprised what people would pay. If I came home and found out that my girlfriend paid like $2,000 for our cat, I would kill it in front of her. Like, you see this? See this? This is the cat. Because the fucking thing hates me. Like, you see it? Fucking hissing at me all the fucking time. Every time I walk by, it attacks my feet and runs like a motherfucker because it knows I'm fat and it can't catch it. Oh, here's your fucking 2,000 fucking.
Right?
No, put it down! Oh, fucking. The cat would completely fuck me up and I drop it screaming. As I have a big claw mark on my face. I can't fight.
Hi.
Donnie's saying hi.
Hi. She's not
Sorry,
looking.
my sister just walked in behind me.
She's like, I don't want to look. I ain't got nothing to do with this. But yeah, that was pretty much it. The cat bed, and my kids got braces, and
That is good.
And you wrote a bad check, basically. So you're going to go to jail, is what
no, it's
forecasting.
clear.
The dentist is gonna show up at the fucking door and just grab him and pull him into the fucking back. And
I spent most of the week worrying about it because I gave it to him on Wednesday. But like I said, I worked extra shifts and I picked up extra shifts, so I made some cash. You know, working as a server, you're walking out of there with cash in your hands. So
Yeah.
it's boom, boom, right to the bank. There you go. Check the bank account this morning. Boom, covered.
Tips is where you get most of your money, isn't it?
That's where I get all my money.
Yeah, all of it.
I only get paid $4 an hour, so
Oh God. Okay.
like, yeah, like overtime $6. Like, wow, that's
Yay.
terrible.
$6.
Now I gotta start. Right, I might have to start looking for a more stable job, just because it's probably a smart idea, just in the long run.
you can walk in, everybody's insane.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. But that's me. That's my week.
All right.
Find out more this Tuesday at 11 o'clock on Tumbling with Tumbleweed.
Oh
Noble,
yeah.
Noble, catch us up with you. What's been going on?
Not a whole hell of a lot, honestly. It's oh, and for anybody who was curious, I was drinking Red's Apple Ale.
Oh, you got it.
Ren-
There we go.
Nobody asked you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see. I'm up here in Detroit. I'm actually in Canton, Michigan, with my mother right now because I live in Ohio, as you guys probably already know.
Yeah.
And I'm off work until Thursday. I got off Tuesday last week. So, did the 227 drive up here. Just hanging out with the family for Memorial Day.
Oh, that's cool. At least you got family to go to. Yeah, that's nice.
And oh God, I'm so full. We had so much food, just everything: ribs, chicken, just mac and cheese, potato salad, and of course, mountains and mountains of beer. I feel very fat and happy.
All is right in the world, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
I just I bought just yesterday. I bought the new Doom on Xbox One for about $22.
Wow, that's a great
I
price.
mean, it just came out, so you do that online gaming, Donnie, and you'll be able to get some really good stuff really cheap. Trust me.
Wait,
That's
what?
where it all comes from.
Do you like the game? Did you play it?
Oh yeah, it's great.
Okay.
I rented it from a Family Video when I was in Ohio, and it's really fun. It's they put a lot of thought into this game. Like once you get into the backstory, I mean, you don't have to get into the story at all if you don't want to, because Doom, like the original one, you just there's a gun, go shoot the demons, right? In this one, it's you can pay attention to the backstory, but if you don't want to, you just have fun killing everybody. Still awesome. And they got all the glory kills where it's like you run up and like if you're behind a guy, you can tear his head open by grabbing his bottom jaw and the top of his forehead, and that gives you more ammo and more health and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's a really good game. Really good. I recommend it. If you like it, but no, I recommend it though if you want to try that out. But other than just coming up here, I'm gonna go see X-Men probably tomorrow, maybe right after the show. I don't know. I'm
You're
not.
gonna go play Honey. I'm gonna go play Doom. Oh, that sounds nice. Oh, the other. Ah!
Yeah, I'm not
I don't think Doom sounds nice. I mean,
into superhero movies as much anymore. I'm kind of getting burned out on them. I don't really want to watch them anymore.
I'll watch them all day long.
Right. Yeah, I know. They're good. I like Civil War, but I don't know. There's no stakes. But I knew that walking in because it's comic books, and they don't. Nothing sticks. Nothing's permanent. Hey, what's in it? Somebody got hurt. Oh no, they're fine. 2 seconds later, nothing ever.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing to it really.
That's why they're superheroes, not super pussies. Otherwise, I'd be up there like, oh,
Yeah.
come on, man, we gotta save these people. I
Well,
can't.
of course, you don't
Fine.
watch a bunch of wimps like us trying to do it.
We were all
Would be a movie.
superheroes. Our backs broken and stuff. It'd be like, oh, my knee.
Fucking fruits and fucking
I
leaves.
hurt my ankle. I think I rolled it, stepped on it.
Dude, bullets bounce off of you. You're like, yeah, but my ankle still twists.
I've got
Yeah.
a scratch.
It was kind of messed up. My insurance won't cover it, so you guys fight by yourselves. I can't.
My insurance. Can you imagine superheroes like I can't fight? Why? My insurance crap.
I can't fight Thanos today, guys. I'm sorry. I
So
gotta-
Dude, these guys to destroy the planet. Yeah, well, I hope they start with my fucking insurance first.
yeah.
Bastards.
Friggin' half or whatever the hell it is. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on with me. That's it, man.
All right. Jeez, I don't even know what. Finished working in my yard this weekend, so my garden's done finally, which I've been working on since January. And that's like hopefully going to actually turn into something. And I got my pool all set up and done, which was good. I got the cover off this year, which has normally been a battle because I used to tuck it around the deck, and it was like between the deck and the pool itself because it's an above ground pool and the deck wraps the pool. So I would like to shove it down there and then try to make it taut. Last year I said fuck that, and I like just stretched it over the top, and that worked out really well. So yeah, so the pool's backyard is basically done, so I'm glad about that. I still got to do all that homeowner crap like mulching and shit in the front yard, but we'll see. I don't know when I get to it. I saw Deadpool. Speaking of superhero movies, like Deadpool, it was okay. It had some funny stuff in it, like, because I guess that's the thing with Deadpool, it's supposed to be funny. But I think people were overly kind to it because there was no story. Like, the story was, like, really weak. Like, you know, it was just a revenge thing, you know? Like, he got treated, and then, you know, that guy was evil, and then he went to go kill that guy. And there was it was not complicated at all. And it was, like, really weak. It was just weak, story-wise. And so I was like, all right, it's okay. It was cool to see Colossus in it. It was a weird pick to have Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. Like,
Notice they give her Cannonball's powers?
Yeah, it was Cannonball, but it was her, and she's named after a Monster Magnet song.
Yeah. Grant Morrison, weird ass.
Yeah, it was just a weird choice. But it was okay. I mean, I didn't hate it or anything. It was just okay. And
Yeah,
so...
it's a standard story.
Yeah, it was just... you know, which is what I'm expecting the new X-Men to be like. It's probably kind of like that. Like, I'm going to come out with the same feeling. Like, it was just... I don't know if that's true, but, you know. We'll see. But I still like watching superheroes. I'm not down on them at all. I just want the stories to be a little bit more advanced because I'm an adult. And I don't want to watch things that are made for children. So, like, if they start aiming them at children, then they're going to lose me. Like, they gotta keep the stories. I mean, and I know Daredevil was rated R and everything. I'm just saying, there's got to be more to the story. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, it's just slapstick
Yeah.
and all that. But
Daredevil was awesome, though.
what's that?
Daredevil was awesome. You know,
Daredevil's great. Yeah, Daredevil's great.
deep
the show,
story.
the TV show.
Yeah,
Yeah, the TV
Yeah,
show.
it's really good.
it's I like
watch
that.
it.
I like Jessica Jones. Some people didn't. I did.
No, that's good too.
Yeah, it was good. Good.
And
They
I'm
focused
interested to
too
see
much on Kilgrave, but it was good.
Luke Cage, and
That comes out in August.
then Iron Fist after that, I guess.
I don't know when the hell that comes out.
Yeah, and then they're doing the Defenders miniseries or whatever. And so,
Yep.
And they're doing another season of Jessica Jones, and you know they'll do another season of Daredevil. So that's
And
a
then
lot.
the Punisher.
Yeah, and the Punisher, right? They got a lot going on. They got a
Yeah,
lot.
you got a
going
spin-off.
So it's yeah, it's pretty good. Fear the Walking Dead still sucks. I still watch it. And
That's it. You didn't hear last week's show?
I didn't hear your show.
I didn't even see the last episode. I've got it, but I haven't watched it yet. I'm
It'll
like,
just,
God,
you know what? When you're like, man, I gotta work. I need to get some sleep.
Yeah.
Put that on. It'll be done. You'll be out. It'll just lay
It's
you
not a great
out.
recommendation, Jeff.
Yeah, I know. It's not. Good.
There's way too much talking on enough
That
for
was terrible.
screaming. And,
Terrible.
God.
The
Okay.
worst.
That Noble guy calls in. Oh, jeez, I hate that guy.
Game of Thrones was pretty good last week, for once. And yep. So, all right, let's move on. Got a little bit of news, got a little bit of email, and then we'll wrap it up. The maker of No Man's Sky says he received death threats throughout a week in which his game was reportedly and then confirmed to be delayed. Sean Murray, the managing director for Hello Games, said this on Twitter yesterday evening. I've received loads of death threats this week, but don't worry, Hello Games now looks like the house from Home Alone.
Hello, game.
Kotaku on Wednesday reported through retail sources that No Man's Sky had been delayed. Friday, PlayStation confirmed that the sprawling space exploration epic was now due to launch August 9th. It had been given a June 21st release date. No Man's Sky also is launching on Windows PC. Incidentally, the Kotaku writer who first reported the delay also said he received death threats over the news as well.
If you don't get this put out, I'm going to beat you up. Oh my god. Yeah, whatever.
And then he's got this thing on here that says, your little article about No Man's Sky being delayed has made me hate you to my very core. It's the only thing I live for, and you go and write that bullshit about a delay. Instead of visiting London later this month, I think I'll come by and say hi to you and fuck you up. You think you can get away with this that easy? Making fun of our Reddit page also? Sounds like you have a death wish. We will find you. Be afraid, human. We are coming for you.
Oh, God. Internet nerds. The scariest people. They're going to do everything. They're not going to get out of their damn mom's basement.
They're the scariest of all the nerds.
They got nothing to worry about.
People get really, like, their imagination lets them think that these games are going to be amazing. And, you know, they might be, but they also might be terrible. You might be, like, basing your whole expectations on something that just sucks. And, you know, it's going to be full of bugs and problems, and probably one person's going to know how to defeat it. Originally announced in 2013, No Man's Sky proposes an enormous procedurally generated universe with quintillions of worlds in it, populated by life forms waiting to be discovered. Spaceflight and combat also will be featured.
Hey, discover us, hooray.
Subsequent reveals of Hello Games Works, particularly how such an expansive game is being built by such a small studio, have whipped up great enthusiasm
totally not.
for its
Just
launch.
Took the money.
It'll be like Elite Dangerous, where, you know, yeah, it's got millions of worlds and stuff, but it's like millions of emptiness. Like, there's just not... A small studio cannot put that much creative into, you know...
Well, it is, if you can think about it, because what's out there, you know, not much.
Well, right, and for what it does okay.
Boring fucking
but
rock.
These people that are like, you know, it's amazing, you just gotta make your own game. Yeah, whatever.
It'll be like the first Mass Effect. There's like 4 things to pick up, and then you leave.
Yeah.
Well, that was a lot better than the second one. We had to sit there and scan every fucking planet.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, this is boring. What the fuck?
It was terrible.
Oh, I found a mission. Great. Let me go drive through the lava so I can fucking get this over with.
Thankfully, I forgot.
Oh, I hated that part.
Bloomberg reports that Vivendi has won the support of mobile game developer Gameloft's majority shareholders, enabling the company to move forward with a takeover. Following last week's news that another of Gameloft's biggest funders offered to back the French entertainment company, Vivendi has reportedly received further stock offers and will proceed with its hostile bid of Gameloft, according to Bloomberg. Vivendi already owns more than 30% of Gameloft and issued a mandatory bid for majority control of the company in February, as required by French law. You cannot bid on this unless you have 30%.
Oh, God.
I don't know. This French law cracks me up. Vivendi has long set sights not just on the mobile developer, but on its founding family's other major company, Ubisoft Entertainment. Similarly owned by the Guillemot family. Launching a bid to gain control of Ubisoft is said to be Vivendi's next move, according to the report. You know, Vivendi were the people that bought, initially, as from what I understand it, Infogrames, turned Infogrames into Atari, the later version of Atari, not the Atari that went bankrupt after the Jaguar failed. And where are they now? not making games, as far as I know. So now they're going to buy Ubisoft. I expect that to get buried as well before too long.
Well, we won't be losing much, at least.
True.
No. They make some games, right? Tom Clancy stuff, isn't that them?
Yeah, but
Tom Clancy's dead, isn't he?
yes, he is. But
Fuck him, who cares?
Ubisoft games, they're kind of they're all Assassin's Creed, except you get around differently. Did you notice how you have to do like 4 different things, but they're the same thing in every little area in the game?
I had to quit playing Assassin's Creed because I was like, I'm going to try this, and then they were like, push up, push down, hit the button, turn to the left, and you can pull your knife out. It's
Right.
like,
That's
what
weird
kind of
too.
stuff is it?
But it's also climb to the top of a building, do the sync thing, go down. What else do you do? Find these pages of the Declaration of Independence or wherever the fuck it was in the third one. I mean, the game is goofy, man. And with the Division, even though I kind of liked it, it's like it's just you're shooting guys. Hey, shoot these guys and for
Far
a minute.
Cry Primal, or
Yeah, Far Cry. Well, Far Cry Primal. Well, you know, they did a
Far Cry Primal's good, but there's so much shit you got to do in that one, man.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm going to cave, man. I'm going to do stuff. Now, here's like 20 missions every time you walk 20 feet. It's like, for fuck's sake.
yeah,
You go
those
save-
like those
no.
games that they want you to like spend the rest of your life on, type of thing.
I could almost do it with that one too, because it's a lot of fun. But Jesus Christ, after a while,
Yeah, it kind of turns into just it's just a like, hey, let's go do this, do this, do this, and do this. It's just a job at a certain point. It's kind of like an MMO, but there's no other people playing it except you.
Sure.
It's terrible. I'm sure there's people out there that like them, but it's just not for me, man.
Me neither.
It's like, yeah, but you could update your cave, and then you could get all these new skills. I'm like, how do I update my fucking cave? I don't know.
We're not gonna tell you.
Yeah, you gotta find that out yourself. I'm like, no, I actually don't have to find out at all. Just leave.
Right. You gotta hold your hand for everything. No.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, they do.
Yeah, they kind of do.
Earlier this month, I don't know who Steven Hansen is, but it says earlier this month, Virginal never touched a porn before. Steven Hansen let everyone know that Overwatch porn searches were up 817%. Some of the creators of the sexual imagery are being hit with takedowns for alleged copyright infringement.
Oh, that's stupid.
PC Games then found that notices such as these were sent to channels that ripped character model assets from Overwatch, added the good bits, and animated them doing sex things using Steam's Source Filmmaker.
Oh, right, Source.
From what I
heard
can
about
tell, folks who've simply drawn May or a Hanzo naked, or your character of choice, you filth, haven't received any notices. It would seem that these claims are being made by Erdetto.com and EasySol.net, two internet security firms. Blizzard taking action against stolen assets is one thing, but it may also be trying to clear up Overwatch's imagery as the, quote, horny as hell Team Fortress 2, end quote, right now. Considering I googled, quote, Widowmaker Overwatch, end quote, and saw her blue asshole within the top 30 results, that might be a good idea. Especially since Chris Carter and basically everyone else at Destructoid agrees that it's a damn good game. For those of you who want to punish your genitals, or pop your ult, as it were, while researching this topic, I discovered that 75% of the internet is now Rule 34 for Overwatch. Good lord. What's Rule 34? I'm dumb.
That's a rule about things being made into porn
Oh.
on the internet, basically.
1 before 35.
If it exists, there is porn for it. Got it.
There it is.
Got it.
Yeah, I heard about the Source Filmmaker thing. They make a lot of porn with those things, man. They can rip the assets out of a 3D game and just go wild with it.
What's that? Jason Murphy said, if there's a thing, there's a boner for it somewhere. That's pretty.
Exactly, and
Jesus
he's
Christ,
right.
Aliens are gonna visit our fucking world and not know where to fuck to start.
They're gonna blow us up.
Let's see your most advanced technology, and some seedy fucker that's been a scientist, one of those guys like, look what we got over here.
Oh,
That's
no.
it, man. Just release the robots. Just, come on, we're
Yeah.
leaving.
They're gonna kill us all, especially when they see the VR headset and how it's like there's a
Yeah,
masturbation game for it. I know you've seen this.
yeah. In fact, I just posted it today on this one site about Korean girls watching it, or Korean guys South Korean guys watching VR porn for the first time. And they're really proper people, and so they were freaking the fuck out, man.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was funny for me.
oh wow. Like, so what, man?
Mick Gordon, Doom's musical composer, released a video on YouTube that gives insight into how Doom's synthetic and heavy metal-inspired sound was designed. Gordon was inspired by the pillar-like structures in the game that have bolts of red energy seep out of them. What would this energy sound like? Asked Gordon. And this idea transcended into the game's electrifying music. He used cassettes, old guitar pedals, and an antique Soviet synthesizer to compose the soundtrack. Quote, I don't speak Russian, and operating the synthesizer is kind of an adventure, says Gordon.
Was it like the fucking Firefox? You have to speak the language before it actually activates?
How did if you were a Soviet, how did you get the synthesizer? Like, what form did you fill out back in the old Soviet Union?
It probably has fucking complete.
I
need
need this for the Red Army Band or something. I mean, this is crazy.
They were given like those really little Casio
coil.
Yeah.
Like that handheld ones.
Oh yeah. Got like 5 buttons on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's totally just a ripoff, but you plug it in and it drains all the power in the whole apartment building that you're in.
We have music. We have nothing.
A short section in the video demonstrates what the synthesizer sounds like alone, and its off-kilter, foreboding vibe suits the game incredibly well.
You start to smell burning wires right away. It was like, wait a minute.
That video's out there somewhere, but I'm not playing it on here because it's on a different computer. Video games have been at home on TV since the days of the Magnavox Odyssey, but they're increasingly making themselves at home on TV programming schedules as well. Mirror's Edge and Mega Man are the latest franchises ready to receive the TV treatment. Yesterday, Deadline reported that Endemol Shine Studios had reached a deal with Electronic Arts to make a female-led action series based on the Mirror's Edge games.
Somebody complained.
Endemol Shine Studios is the scripted division of Endemol Shine North America, which puts out shows like Big Brother and Master Chef.
Starts at the end of June, by the way.
Yeah, I saw the ads for Big Brother on the CBS All Access thing that they're trying to sell.
Right.
I was like, that's coming on. And they already had pictures of people on it, so I'm like, did they already film it? Is it already? I don't know. The scripted division has produced shows like AMC's Hell on Wheels and DirecTV's Kingdom. Quote, we clearly see Mirror's Edge as a franchise for the global TV audience. Endemol Shine Studios president Sharon Hall said. She's a very husky woman.
Sharon Hall.
It has a strong female protagonist, a wildly rabid fan base, and a worldwide brand that Electronic Arts and EA Dice have done
Wildly Rabbit?
an amazing job establishing.
Maybe.
Well, the Mega Man TV series was announced by Dentsu Entertainment USA last year, the Japanese animation firm behind the Yokai Watch, or Yokai, I don't know how to say that, and LBX series today announced that it is partnering with DHX Media, Teletubbies, Yo Gabba Gabba, or Gabba Gabba, to develop,
Go Gabba Gabba.
co-produce, distribute, and jointly manage the licensing for the series. Dentsu will handle distribution and licensing in Asia, with DHX handling those duties in all other territories, with an assist from Dentsu Entertainment USA in the US. The show is being executively produced by Man of Action Entertainment, which created Ben 10 and Generator Rex. Jesus, is everybody involved in this? As well as the Avengers Assemble and Ultimate Spider-Man cartoons. Quote, we're very excited to be working with Dentsu on Mega Man, DHX Chief Content Officer Asaf Fipke said. I don't know what that is, if that's a man or a woman. Asaf Fipke. This is yet another deal born of our strategy of teaming up with leading companies on high-profile kids' brands that we can leverage across our platform of production, distribution, licensing, and broadcast. We see this as an excellent opportunity to build on the rich legacy of the Mega Man video games. Alright, anyway, let's move on. That's it for the news. I was watching the Submariner, the old 1966 Submariner on YouTube.
Good God.
Oh, baby.
And the X-Men actually make a cameo in one episode, but they're not called the X-Men. called.
What do they call it? The Merry
I
Mutants?
can't even remember anymore. They're called something like that, like Agents of America or some crap. They were going to use the Fantastic Four. I read online, and they didn't have the rights to them. And I was thinking to myself, who the fuck had the television rights in 1966 to the Fantastic Four that they couldn't use it? Because they hired Stan Lee.
Some mafia guy doesn't even know.
Stan Lee was working upstairs for them. So it was like I was thinking to myself, who the fuck has the Fantastic Four rights? And then they get to use the X-Men. So it's not like they only bought a certain ones and then, it was weird. So somebody out there had the Fantastic Four rights in 1966.
Oh. I'm pretty sure they were making a cartoon back then of Fantastic Four, weren't they?
In the
In the late
60s?
60s, they were making the Marvel cartoons.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Marvel
they had a
cartoons,
Fantastic Four
but they
cartoon.
didn't have Fantastic Four.
No, it was in there. They had
Yeah,
a
it
couple.
was.
There was a Fantastic Four, like in the 60s.
Well, there might have been, but it wasn't part of the Iron Man, Hulk, Submariner, Captain America.
It was.
Okay, but I'm telling you that this particular set of 1966 cartoons did not have the Fantastic Four in it.
Okay, I got you.
It's
Okay.
those 1966 cartoons. Spider-Man was 67, so like those other cartoons, Thor, Iron Man, Submariner,
Those
the Hulk, those were 1966, and they were one season. And then they did Spider-Man in '67, and I don't think I ever saw Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four was in 1967. It was Hanna-Barbera. They
Okay.
had one season of 20 episodes.
Okay. Well, I don't think I've ever watched it.
boom, kaboom, just got blown up.
Oh, got him.
It was them stupid cartoons where they would draw the character like he's just sitting there and then like
Yeah,
his mouth would move and be like,
One pose.
Yeah.
And,
Well, you know what?
mouth moved a little bit.
What I read about those too was that is actually those are actually panels from the actual comic book, and then they just animated portions of that to save money. But
They
all
make
of
it-
that is like Jack Kirby and all of those other guys that drew that stuff back then.
it'd make the mouths move and the eyes blink.
Right.
Yeah, this one was animated though.
The Fantastic Four. That was probably
Yeah.
the same.
There was
people
that dumb
did
80s one with the robot.
Herbie?
Funimation or something that did the Star Trek cartoon. Those people
Yeah,
were very
probably.
good.
They didn't show the Star Trek cartoon in America, did they?
Yeah, I'm sure.
They did.
Yes, they
I
did.
was taught in Canada.
I totally used to watch that.
I used to watch it only, but I would only see it when I was in
I
Canada.
got really
Well,
confused with the crew. I'm like, who the fuck are they, man?
It was in Los Angeles when we were out there.
Oh yeah, you guys were in California then.
No, I remember when we lived in Michigan. I used to see it there too.
They had
Okay, never mind. You guys were in Michigan too.
they had rope.
Multinational, you know.
Barrett Brothers, always right.
Yeah.
Johnny?
Diet
Yeah,
jealous.
like Michigan.
But the
His condition.
yeah, they had Robotech in California. They didn't have that in Cleveland.
Jealous.
All right, email. This one's from Tom, and he writes into my mom
My
is
friends.
Nancy Drew at videogamenews.com.
Oh my God.
Nancy Drew.
And he says, the last 20 seconds of the May 15th show is highly disturbing. Just Kevin, I assume, breathing heavily. I left the thing recording by accident. It was like one of those audio tracks Kevin used to play on Oblast Radio.
No, weird.
I was only on for like an extra 5
That's great.
seconds or so. I was just shutting
He was
off
just
the
trying to get
radio.
himself into your brain.
It's
Gonna
like when
subliminally program you to do stuff.
I lean forward
And you will.
to do stuff.
Assassinate the Prime Minister of Malaysia. Ah!
Have you guys ever been to Cedar Point? I'm planning to come over from the UK to visit it next year. It's pretty much like Mecca for roller coaster fans.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's been to Cedar
Have
Point.
fun.
I haven't been there in probably 10 years or so.
If you're old like me, you're not gonna like it. Your stomach's
No, you're gonna shit yourself.
Yeah. I went last year. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, they got that new coaster that's going up that's dumb fucking high. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
it's like
like,
stupid
It holds.
high.
It goes straight down, but it gets to the top of the hill and then comes over and stops, and then it hangs you like.
Yeah.
And then
No
it
in
just-
hell I get on that thing.
And
Yeah.
and it's got those wings or whatever, so you're like also far, out. And
Yeah, you're off the track.
yeah, like that's not for me, man. But yeah, if you're into roller coasters,
Yeah, I'm not really wanting to puke.
They got Snoopy Land.
I think Cedar Point is the roller coaster park.
It is.
Kingdom.
I think they have like the world record or something for most coasters in one park. Or something.
It's America's roller coast. as
But they-
call themselves.
But they like pulled out like all of the non-type, like the pirate ride, which I understand. Everything had gum stuck to it by then.
Earthquake.
Yeah, anything that was not
Gum stuck to it.
They took away disaster transport. That pissed me off.
That was a good one.
I know. I love that one.
Yeah,
Because it would be all hot and you can go stand in line and it's air conditioned.
they've gotten rid of like even the littler ones like the Wildcat and shit too. So
I know. I took my
The
dog.
last time I really enjoyed myself there was when the Magnum came out. That was it.
the Magnum
That
is a
just
great
gets-
roller coaster. That's a great roller coaster.
Last time Brian
I
went.
was tripping on acid. That's why.
Oh, the
Oh my God,
colors.
this thing goes on forever, 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 forever.
I mean, they got some Peanuts thing now or something for the kids.
Snoopy
but-
Land.
Snoopy
Yeah,
Land, yeah.
Snoopy Land.
But,
That sounds dumb.
Yeah.
but I
Charlie
mean, yeah,
Brown.
if you're a roller coaster fanatic, Cedar Point's the one to go.
If you're gonna let me tell you something. If you're gonna come all the way out here to go to Cedar Point, then give yourself an extra like day or two and drive down to Cincinnati and go to Kings Island as well.
I've never been there actually.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that worked out perfectly. Everybody's just like,
I've never been. I have no comment about Kings Island. I've
I've
never
been-
been there.
I've never been either.
Kings Island's good too. It's more. I think it's Paramount now. So
Shut up, Donnie.
Yeah. Hey, you don't know. You went when you were
Charlie
5.
was stupid. Fuck
That's a
you,
good
man.
idea, Donnie.
You
You're
went
out of
with
the gang.
Kings Island's good too. They got the Beast.
Oh man.
We used to have
Those
Geauga
things
Lake, and they got rid of that. So, because that was like another coaster park. It didn't have a lot of coasters, but it was still,
Yeah, Big
was-
Dipper.
it was
Double Loop.
comparable in terms of rides. That
You had water slides.
yeah,
Water
stuff like
We
that.
used to have,
Wait,
we used to have Geauga Lake. That was the best.
That's what we're talking about. That's just
We're
what we're
talking
talking
about.
about, man. Come on, stick
Sorry.
with us.
You guys cut out a bit. So.
Yeah, Geauga Lake. It was good, and then they did some weird thing. Like first we had SeaWorld, which was odd, right? Because
Yeah, totally.
It's-
Because it's Cleveland.
yeah, it freezes
You
here.
don't think fucking
so,
sea animals, you think Cleveland, you think dead fucking
so
things on the bottom of the fucking ocean, sort of,
They would transport the animals around in order to do it here. So that closes eventually because people
Yeah,
that
they
don't-
realized they're going into. They used to panic.
no
when
one's
they're
going
coming
in the winter, and then
Geauga Lake was across the lake.
and then Geauga Lake, was across the lake from SeaWorld, and then they sold themselves to Cedar Fair that owns Cedar Point, and then they merged the two together, like the other side of the lake, and they called it like SeaWorld Land of Adventure, or no, like
Oh,
Six Flags had it.
Six Flags Adventureland,
Six Flags.
something like that.
Yeah.
Worlds of Adventure. or
yeah, I
something.
remember that.
And that lasted like a year, and then they
He
were
just
like,
keeps making up different shit. He's just like, sea fun for families.
Well, you went-
Yeah, that's right.
if
they
you went
called it
across-
sea monsters from Ohio. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
it was
This is
just the vestiges of what was SeaWorld. Like they had some dolphins and they had like some sea stuff.
Really?
And they had that,
Was-
but everything else that was like there, like the whales and everything,
Right,
and like the 3D thing, all that shit was gone.
I remember going to Geauga Lake for the last time.
Dragon creature.
Somebody help me. I'm joking. I went to Cedar Point, or no, Geauga Lake for the last time in like 1999. I
You died there or what?
did, man. All of a sudden, it's like I got something in my throat.
I got lung cancer there, and then
Who's got the voodoo doll?
You drink Ohio water, this is what happens. Yeah, so.
I went to Geauga Lake in '99. I played one of the fairway games or whatever, where you throw the balls or the darts or whatever. I played one of those, and the guy's like, "You win a prize," and I was like, "That's sweet." And he goes, "Here's an Indians pennant from 1996 with Albert Bell on it." And I looked at the guy and was like, "Who wants this?" And he's like, "It's what we got, man." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "We're trying to just get rid of everything."
oh boy,
He's like, yeah, he just started throwing them out to people. He's like, here we go, everybody, Albert Bell pennants. And people were like grabbing them, picking them up, looking at them, going like, oh, no.
Albert Pitt, get the hell out of here!
Right.
Drop
Right.
one
He was very
across.
mad by that. And everybody was just like, this is dumb. But that's how bad Geauga Lake was.
Yeah,
That one-
Terrible.
it got sold, or not sold, but
I used to love that when we had Oktoberfest there, man. It was a ball.
they auctioned off all the rides to people, and then they closed it basically. So, because Cedar Point, I don't know, we're just like, well, we have it, but we want to put all our money into Cedar Point or something. And they were going to put in some giant roller coaster, and then like the neighborhood that was there, like the people that live there that are around that lake, were like, we don't want
that.
We don't want that giant.
No.
roller. It's gonna disrupt stuff. So then Cedar Point was just like, all right, well, fuck
Well,
you.
then fuck you, we're outta here.
We'll close
Right
the
now.
shit down, and that's basically what happened.
They still have like the water park over there. They have like some
Yeah.
kind of water park over there,
Yeah.
like in the summer.
Yeah, that supposedly is still there. Although I never hear anybody go in there. People always go to the ones out in Sandusky, you
Who
know.
wants to go out to Geauga? Who wants to listen? Have you ever been to Streetsboro, like that area?
Yeah,
Geauga?
that's a drive and a half.
Nobody wants to go there. Look, when I was a kid, we lived in Cleveland, which is like you're in the middle, and Geauga Lake is east, Cedar Point is west. Well, guess what? You never went east anyways. Like,
Well, I do. I live here, but otherwise, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's like southeast or something. Like I don't know.
Like my parents would be like, "We're going to Geauga Lake." It's like, "Why don't we go to Cedar Point?" They're like, "Because Cedar Point's expensive and Geauga Lake is cheap."
These things were a bigger deal in like the 70s and the 80s because we used to have Wildwood Water Park. That's gone. There was Dover Lake Water Park. That's gone. You know, people don't go to these things anymore. They're just like, you know.
Like we got a hose.
Yeah, we got internet now. We don't, you know, we're not sitting
Yeah,
around bored out of our
virtual pool.
minds. We got
Run
other
under the
things to
hose
do.
for a second. There you go.
We've
Oh,
replaced,
cool. You're off.
we've replaced sharing bath water with thousands of people to play
We're
World of
peeing it
Warcraft.
all the fucking time.
Yeah,
Dude, that wave pool at Geauga Lake.
there's a pee water, pee pool.
I used to go in that all the time. Don't
Wave
Just sitting
of
there
vomit.
waiting. You'd be sitting in there for 10 minutes, like, when's this wave coming? And you'd be like, wow, that water's warm rushing by. Where'd that come from?
They got a heater in here or something?
It was like, ah.
Not a heater.
Yeah, like, wow, that must have been the fresh water because it was really warm.
God, no.
Tasted funny.
Finally, Tom says, I've not
Little
ninja
salty.
moved any gunman, but I'm still claiming the title of original Tom. Peace.
Huh?
He said, I'm not ninja moved any gunman, but I'm still claiming the title of original Tom. Peace. So that was
Okay.
Tom.
It's a play on the Ian thing, I think.
Yeah. It is.
Oh, yeah, I know. Nobody wants to be called Tom, though. So.
Liam writes in and says, wrote to still can't find the ex-girlfriend's episode at videogamenews.com.
You're really not missing anything.
Hey
This is-
guys, I just wanted to ask if Brian has read the, I can't pronounce this word, Cephas Kane books from the Warhammer 40,000 books.
Yeah. In fact, I'm reading For the Greater Good. It's fucking funny, man.
Says it's the best one in my
It's
opinion.
about this guy he's the whatchamacallit. The main character is a commissar in the Imperial Army, and basically their job is to lead and inspire, either through fear or through action, the Imperial Guard, to fight the enemy. And if you don't fight, they shoot you. That's the guy in the Dawn of War game that basically you keep wondering why you have to keep replacing your sergeant, because if you don't fight well, the first person who dies is the fucking sergeant, because that's just how the game is played. And Cephas Kane is not your average commissar. He doesn't like to fucking fight, so he's constantly hiding in the rear and shit. It's fucking funny, man. So yeah, that's actually pretty. It's well written too. It's not like like it's just like a guy running around afraid of shit the whole time. It's pretty good. I recommend to anybody who's interested in like what the Imperial Guard might be like, because they throw in enough science fiction to make it interesting if you're into sci-fi, but it's not like it's gonna bury you.
You know what I heard about the commissar? The commissar is you don't turn around. Because the commissar's in town.
Jesus.
Yeah, I heard that one, too.
He says, also, are you guys
I knew that was
for
coming, yeah.
or against Donald Trump? It's funny seeing him over here from England from a safe distance.
I'm not voting this time because I just can't.
Wait till
take
we
this shit seriously.
send him over there.
Yeah, that'll be different when you see him coming for you.
Unfortunately, elections in the United States come down to who do you like
Who do you hate the least?
To hate the
Yeah.
least,
Right. That's
And
the worst of two evils.
and it's going to be tough. I mean, Trump is terrible as a candidate, but so is Hillary Clinton in my mind. And the bigger problem, and I'm just going to say this, and I'm not here to debate or anything, but the biggest problem with Clinton being president is the fact that because the Republicans control Congress, we're going to get another 4 to 8 years of nothing happening. They're never going to pass anything she wants, and I don't know. It's just it seems like it's impossible to have anything get done in this country. Now the question is if Trump is in office, then what is going to get done is going to be things that I probably don't want to have happen.
They're going to build a wall around Mexico and make them pay for it.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's going to build that wall. But
I thought it was funny when he was running first. I was like, wow, that's kind of funny, haha. And now like that's the best they've got.
Now he's the guy.
Isn't our governor in Ohio? Isn't he running too?
Not anymore. He dropped
no,
out.
that's all out.
Oh,
It's going to be
run like Ohio. My fucking God.
It's going to be Trump and Hillary. That's who it's going to be. People like Bernie Sanders, but he's not. He doesn't matter. He's mathematically eliminated. So it's Trump and Hillary, and I don't know. I don't really care. I don't know. I'll probably vote for one of them.
Presidents.
We're gonna have debates and everything, and I'll get a better understanding of Hillary's issues. I mean, the thing is like if you normally go to like a candidate's website, there's a list of where they stand on various issues, but Hillary's is a list of like like news articles of things. Like when I was last there, it was not cover, like it just didn't say where she stood on the issues. It was just all these links to things where she may have talked about where she was on the issues, but I don't want to decipher it that way. I want it in black and white. I just want to read it to see what she plans to do and basically not do, because she's not going to do anything because the Republicans aren't going to let her do anything.
Right.
So, and that might be okay, I guess. I don't know. I mean, for some people, that might be like more of the same is fine, but I don't know where I feel. I personally just don't know where I feel about it right now. I don't want to vote for Donald Trump, though, but maybe he'll get assassinated.
I think for the first time in American history, we should have co-presidents.
Oh, man, no.
Ugh.
Nothing will get done, dude. I mean, it barely gets done now.
I need two of them.
I mean, the thing about a president is that he's basically just he's the boss of an administration.
Hey, he's a figurehead.
If let's say Trump becomes president, all of his administration are going to be Republicans, or they're just going to be people that that he's going to hire on to basically run the government, because he's not going to have any idea how to do it. He's going to have some secretaries like, the president of Zaire is here now, Mr. Trump, and he's going to be like, great, let's go talk to him. I like Zaire. It's not a country anymore, but hey. I mean, like, it's just, what is he really going to do? I don't know. The scary thing about Trump is that he's not going to like build a wall or anything, because like the Republican Congress, they're the ones who make laws. The president doesn't make laws. So they're not going to do things that are insane, that are going to jeopardize their position in Congress. So they're not going to pass any of that crap to make that stuff actually happen. So they're going to pass other shit, though, that I don't necessarily want to have happen either. But I think the danger of Trump is he says something about Putin like, go fuck yourself, you know what I mean? And the next thing you know is we're all hiding in basements fucking waiting for World War III.
Yeah, air raid signs going off like, wait, is that real?
But the Clintons are just so fucking, it's so riddled with like criminality and her mouth just, I don't know if I could handle her fucking being my president for fucking 4 or 8 years. I don't know, somebody needs to just take one of them out, or maybe I'll vote for that Libertarian Party guy that's running. Probably not.
God, I don't even know his name.
Exactly. I mean, I'm terrible. You don't listen to Video Game News for politics. I don't have anything for
Bernie's Democrat, isn't he?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
But he's like a socialist Democrat, so he's just way over on the left, and he's all right. Mm-hmm. I would vote for him over the other two because he doesn't have scandal written all over his forehead. I mean, it's just,
No, but he does have Village Idiot.
But he's also going to be like a lame duck president because the Congress isn't going to let it happen. And I know you could sit there and say, well, vote in a Congress that's not, vote them in that they're Democrats. Okay.
Good luck figuring out who the fuck that is.
Yeah, but that only happens once every 6 years, and people don't get interested in those elections. They don't go to those. They're like, if it's not a presidential election, they don't show up. So the only people that go are the people that vote for the same people all the time, the old folks home, things like that. Put them on buses, take them to the poll, the voting.
See now,
Pretty
people.
much.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. So, is the country going to move forward? Probably not. I don't know.
Sideways.
Yeah. You need to reset Congress because they're the people making all these horrible laws and letting things spin out of control. But I don't know. Or we go bankrupt. Maybe that'll happen. Finally, Ian writes into me at videogamenews.com. He says, "Hey guys, other Ian here. Glad to hear original Ian is back, and we are at full Ian strength. If you guys could have any game turned into an actual good movie, what game would you like to see a movie of? It can totally already exist, but you want to see them make a better one of it, like Street Fighter. I personally would love to see a Warhammer 40k movie. I can't believe they haven't made one given how popular the franchise is. All hail Star Force."
No.
They do. It's a cartoon. It's not that good.
Yeah.
It's like it's so watchable. But if you're expecting like high action, which is of course what you would expect, with whatchamacallit, with a franchise like that, there's some there are some battle scenes. They got some really amazing fucking people in that do the voiceover in it and shit. But it's
I don't think you're going to have a lot
somewhere it derailed because it was like one of their best writers did the script for it, and I think someone's like, yeah, there's too many words. It's going to cost us too much. We're just going to eliminate half the fucking script.
I don't think though that you're going to get into a lot of character development in a Warhammer 40k movie. Like I think like it would be better like one of those History Channel war documentaries or something.
Yeah,
like
that would be great.
Yeah, like a fake documentary about like a war that happened. Like that kind of thing would be interesting. I can't see it actually being a film where people had to talk. Like, what are you going to have Tom Cruise, with a helmet on for the Emperor? It'd be horrible.
First off, you can't have any Americans in it because it's just not good.
I mean, they made the Warcraft movie, right? I heard that'd be very good.
If the Warcraft movie does good, they're gonna go and plumb the depths for every video game franchise they can get out there.
According to the people that have already seen it, it's not that good.
Well, allegedly, it only made like 16 million over the. It like came out overseas.
Yeah.
And it only 16 million.
Uh-oh.
Like the new X-Men movie made over 100 million.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Not a good thing. But any other movies?
Mortal Kombat. Could you make a good Mortal Kombat movie?
No.
Yeah, you could.
Again, it's another character development thing. Like, you're gonna have the feelings of
soundtrack.
Scorpion.
Not much character development to Mortal Kombat in the first place.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that would,
Wing Commander.
Translate.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Wing Commander.
just wouldn't make it over to a movie. I mean, they can do stuff if they take great liberal license and go off in a different direction, but based on a lot of that stuff, I don't know. Days X would probably, and there's always talk of it, but that's the kind of thing where I could see there being a movie because it's kind of already one,
They're coming out with a Deus Ex movie pretty soon.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto could work. I mean, but
I thought they had one coming out for Grand Theft Auto.
You'd have to make it right.
They had a movie already out called Grand Theft Auto, but it had nothing to do with the game, I think.
You probably just don't need to do one for Grand Theft Auto though, because there's nothing in it that's really proprietary.
Well, that's the thing. Any kind of video game that you try to make into a movie, you're gonna have to make it into a story. And that's the hard part, especially with video games where like you can cheat and everything. It's like, well, why don't we have a Mario Kart game or a Mario Kart movie? That would be all right. Where it's like the world will blow up unless Mario can beat a rhinoceros and a turtle.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
They need to make like a series. All these things need to be like series when they're long stories like that. Like, I could see Grand Theft Auto working as a series if you were to make it kind of like a Life on the Streets homicide. You remember that?
Right.
You make it like every week or every couple of weeks there's a new character who we follow his rise or fall or whatever from crime and all that kind of stuff.
Scareface.
Just make it about a bunch of people, like the cops and the criminals. That could work. I'd like to see Fallout though, because
Yeah, GTA
Fallout is
very
such a
good.
rich, deep story. They really need to do other stuff in it, not just video games.
I got a game that would make a
Fallout
great
would work.
movie.
What was that? Madden?
Madden 2003, just that year, not the other ones.
The problem with doing something like Fallout, though, is that, like, it's already it's so locked in. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna
Not
see
really.
all, you're gonna see all of the same stuff that you see in the video game. Like, I don't. That's part of the problem I have with Fallout is that it repeats this. You see, okay, one time I had sarsaparilla instead of Nuka-Cola. You know, but for the most part, it's the same environment. The rad suits and the Pip-Boy and
Yeah, it's a nuclear. It's after a nuclear war. It's not.
well, no, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you watch the movie, you're going to see all the same shit. So, what are you going to watch a movie of it for, except to see what you've already seen in the game? Like, I don't know what else you would do, unless you're going to have,
But
like,
they
the
did it
Road
really
Warrior
well.
or something.
Yeah,
They
did
actually
it
put some
well.
money into it, to the super mutants and all this shit you run into out there. An original story, that we haven't actually seen yet. They could do it.
Yeah.
They could
Just like
totally
the
do it.
comic book movies, we've seen the comic books already. Most of the people that are going to see comic movies are fans of comic books. They've seen Civil War. They're just going
Fallout,
to see it again.
Fallout might make more sense, like, as a TV show. Because,
Yeah,
like,
that would work.
as a movie, by the time you unfold all the things that fans of the game want to see, the movie's going to be over half over. Like, you're going to have to show all the gear and the people and the thing and you're going to have to go through the 50s and, the future and the robots and I don't know. I mean, it's
You
just-
don't really need to do the 50s. I mean, just like they do at the beginning of the game, say, here's what happened, and here's where we are.
But then people are going to be like,
No, they
there's
did-
no
that's
fucking
what they wanted,
robots.
that's what they did.
There were no robots in the fucking 50s. What the fuck?
Dude, it doesn't start in the
People
50s.
don't understand what an alternate universe is.
What? Yeah, it does. It starts in but you have this fucking
No, the game doesn't start off in the night. Fallout does not start in the 1950s.
No, it doesn't start out in the 50s, but like all the cultural stuff after the war of like 2077, that's when they got all the stuff from the 50s. I don't know. I guess that's all that survived. I'm not sure what that's about, really.
There was a resurgence. Like in the 80s, they tried to make it like the 50s.
Okay, I see.
So there was like a resurgence of stuff from that time, but
Okay.
it was more futuristic because they wanted to go back at a more innocent time according to the storyline. I read it.
Right.
Listen, yes, fans of the movie or the game are going to be able to get it, but the rest of the world is going to be like, this is the 50s. This is stupid.
They come straight out and tell you what
you gotta
year it is.
remember that people are not, they need things
Just
spoon-fed.
say it's
to
20XTX or whatever.
them. Anyway.
Like Mega Man.
Maybe it'll happen. Yeah, they're going to make Mega Man, so it'll happen. All right, that's
But all
it for the
these
show.
things
We
work.
went a little long. We'll be back next week, probably without Brian because it's his turn to call in sick, and we'll be back with Larry. So, thanks, everybody.
Pretty much.
Have a good night.
Peace.
Yeah, but what peace?
Peace. See ya.
Oh, man.
I'll see all you children in your dreams.
See ya.